Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the affinities of melanoglossus to Annelida or final Annelida. That means the similarities of these melanoglossus and the dissimilarity of melanoglossus to the Annelida. So the Spengel in 1893 suggested the affinities of Hemichordata or melanoglossus with Annelida. And these affinities or similarities of these melanoglossus with Annelida are as follows. The first one, this this is the body of the what? The melanoglossus, and this is the body of the Annelida. Both are looking similar. That is the worm-like. Means the body is vermiform, and both are the coelomates. Both are having the coelom, and these are the coelomates. So the first similarity between the Annelida and the Hemichordata is their basic body plan is similar, that is worm-like or vermiform body, and they are the both are the coelomates. If you observe this structure, the body is the worm-like. This is also the worm-like body. This is the annelid, which showing the what that is the worm-like body. So these are the first similarity, that is the body is vermiform and coelomate. Then these both, that is the word the hemichordate and the word these earthworms or the annelids, it shows the burrowing habit. Means they burrow within these burrow within the sand, and these earthworm or the what annelids, these burrow within the what the mud or the what that is a soil. That both showing the burrowing habit, and they are that showing the tuberculous life. They are living in the tube-like structures and ingesting mud. Both are feeding on the what that is a mud like material. They are ingesting the mud which is passed out as a casting through the anus. So that is how the what they are similar. Means both are showing the burrowing habit, they are showing the tuberculous life and ingesting the mud which is passed out as a casting through the anus. Then the third or the next similarity with the Annelida is this collar of Balanoglossus. Body of Balanoglossus is divided into three parts. This is the proboscis, then this is the collar, and this is the trunk. This is the collar portion of this Balanoglossus is similar to clitellum of the earthworm. In the earthworm, if you observe the structure, this is the body of earthworm that is starting from the mouth and the head, and this is the word the portion or the band that we called it as a clitellum. Here you can observe the word that is a clitellum structure or the clitellum, and on this clitellum you can observe the word that is a female gonopore, then male gonopore, and the other structure like the genital papilla. So this structure or the clitellum structure is comparable to the collar of the what Balanoglossus. So another similarity of these hemichordate is the collar of Balanoglossus is similar to the clitellum of the earthworm. That is the next similarity with the word that is Annelida. Then this Balanoglossus, it shows the word that is a similarity with the word that is a this earthworm or Annelida in term of the word that is a prostomium. This in Annelida, there is a word the prostomium. This is the prostomium at the anterior most end having the prostomium. This you can observe the word that is a prostomium, and on this prostomium there is a mouth. Okay. So this prostomium is similar to the word that is a pre-oral region. Here at the base of this proboscis there is a what? The oral region or the mouth where it opens. So this prostomium, it is similar to the word that is a proboscis. This is a proboscis, and after proboscis there is a mouth or the just at the base of the on the ventral side. So this proboscis is comparable to the word that is a prostomium in the word that is a annelids. That is the one of the similarity with the word that is a annelida. Then the next similarity of this hemichordate with the annelida, that is a arrangement of the blood vessels, that is similar in both the groups, that is in annelida as well as the what the hemichordata. So the how the blood vessels, you can observe the what that is a blood vessels in the what this Annelida group. And in this Annelida, if you observe the blood vessel, you can observe the what that blood vessels, that is what the dorsal and the that in the Annelida, that is what the dorsal blood vessel and the what ventral blood vessel. Main these blood vessels, that is that here you can observe the what that is the ventral blood vessel, and the next to this is the what the dorsal blood vessel. So these two important blood vessels, that is the dorsal and the ventral on both the sides, which that is what supplies blood to the different parts of the body. Here also in the what the Melanoglossus, you can observe the what this is a dorsal blood vessel and this is a what the ventral blood vessel. You can observe here the blood vessel that is arising from this heart. That is the what the dorsal blood vessel. This is a red colored vessel structure. This is the what the dorsal blood vessel. And here on the ventral side, this is a when this is a ventral nerve cord and this is a what ventral blood vessel. So the blood vessel, arrangement of the blood vessels is similar in both the animals. That is what in the Annelida and the what Melanoglossus. This is also one of the similarity of both. Then the position of the heart. If you observe the position of the heart, this heart is situated dorsally. The portion of the word position of the heart is a word that is a dorsally. And here, if you observe the word that is the position of this heart, and it is not the true hearts, but these are the word the modified blood vessels. And if you observe the word that is these are you can call it as a what the aortic arches, and these are how much in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can observe about the buccal cavity, then pharynx, then esophagus, gizzard, and stomach. And the what these all that is the what then the these blood vessels. So these are the what the heart. These are the hearts or the modified blood vessels which act as the what that is the hearts. And the position of the heart is also similar in Annelida and the what that is a Melanoglossus. This is another similarity or the another affinity of the hemichordate with the what that is a Annelida. Then a next similarity in the what the development of the larva. The larva of the what this is the larva we have already studied in the what the development of the Melanoglossus. This is the Tornaria larva, and this Tornaria larva, and this is the another larva of the what that is a this is the larva of the Annelida, and this larva of Annelida is the what the Trochophore larva. In both the that is where the what the development is indirect. By the larval stage, the Trochophore larva can be seen in the what life cycle of the Annelida, and the what the Tornaria larva can be seen in the life cycle of the Melanoglossus. If you observe the structure of both the larva, it shows the resemblance or the striking similarities. The Trochophore larva of Annelida, these are the both larvas are pelagic. These are the surface feeder. Both the larvae, these larvae having the what these the bands or the ciliated band. This larva also having the what that is the preoral and the postoral ciliated band. Then again these both the larvae you can observe the what that is a apical tuft of the cilia. Here also you can observe the what apical tuft of the cilia. Here you can observe the what that is a eye. Here is also the what that is eye spots are there. Then sensory cilia are well developed in both the what that is these larvae, and in both the larvae if you observe the what that is a alimentary canal that starting from the mouth, then esophagus, then stomach, voluminous stomach, then intestine and the what anus. Here also you can observe the what that is a curved mouth, curved alimentary canal having the mouth, then esophagus, then the voluminous or the large bulged saciform that is a stomach, and then intestine and the what last one is anus. So the alimentary canal is also similar. These both the larvae, these show the striking similarity. This is one of the important similarity in between the what that is a larva of the what that is a Annelida and the what that is a Melanoglossus. So these all are the similarities or the affinities of the what that is a affinities of what the Melanoglossus with the what the Annelida. The spangel that I have described in 1893, we have all discussed all these 11 affinities. The body is vermiform and coelomate. These both showing the burrowing habit, tuberculous life, and ingesting mud which is passed out as a casting through anus. Then collar of Melanoglossus is similar to the Clitellum of earthworm. Then proboscis and prostomium. These both are similar and preoral in position. Preoral means before the mouth. And what the arrangement of blood vessel that is similar in both the group, that is our dorsal blood vessel and the ventral blood vessels. Then dorsal position of the heart in both the annelida and the hemichordata. And lastly, we have discussed the last similarity, that is the tornaria larva of Belanoglossus shows the several structural resemblance with the trophophore larva of Annelida in being pelagic. Both the larvae are having the preoral and the postoral ciliated bands. Both larvae having the apical tuft of the cilia. Then both larvae having the eye spots, then sensory cilia, and the important one, that is both are having the well developed alimentary canal with the similar parts starting from the mouth, then esophagus, then next to the esophagus that you can observe the word, that is the stomach and intestine, and lastly the anus. So these all are the similarities of the Belanoglossus with the Annelida. Now we have to discuss the what the dissimilarity of this Annelida with the of this hemichordata with the Annelida. Now these gill slits are absent in Annelida. That is an important characteristic that of the hemichordata, that is the presence of gill slit which is resembling with the chordate, but annelids doesn't having these gill slits. And these gill slits are absent in annelids while it is present in the hemichordates through which it respires. Then the paired nerve cord are present in the annelida. In annelids the nerve cord is the one that is a paired, but in hemichordata there is no paired nerve cord, single nerve cord is there. Then the next, the two dissimilarities are related with the what, the two next dissimilarities with the what, the this regarding the larva. This in if you observe the this trophophore larva of Annelida and the what this tornaria larva of the what the hemichordata, this you can observe the structure, that is a nephridia here. This is the larval nephridium present in the trophophore larva, but here no nephridia or the no larval nephridia present in the trophophore larva. Then in trophophore larva, the blastopore, this larva it becomes a what, this undergoes the what, that is a metamorphosis. If these both the larva will undergo the metamorphosis to become the adult, and when they become an adult, what happens? This the trochophore, in trochophore the blastopore it becomes a mouth. This blastopore or the opening of the blastula, it will become the mouth, and the what, that is a while in tornaria it becomes the anus. Means before developing this, the what, the before developing this trophophore larva, when the what, that is a cleavage starts, after cleavage there is a formation of the blastula, and after blastula there is a gastrula, and this blastopore is present in the gastrula, from where that gastrula there is a formation of this larva. So this mouth, this in the what, that in trochophore, this mouth it is that blastopore, this mouth in the trochophore, the blastopore becomes the mouth. Means in trochophore this mouth is developed by the what, that is the blastopore, while in tornaria this anus is developed by the blastopore. Means this in tornaria the anus is developed by the blastopore, and in trochophore the mouth is developed by the blastopore. That is the basic difference in the what, that is a deuterostome and the protostomes. So these are the what, and therefore one is in, this is included in the protostomes and this is included into the what, deuterostome. So that is the, these are the what, the dissimilarities among the what, that is a dissimilarities of hemichordata with the annelida. So these are the what, the characteristic features, that is the what, the affinities, that is the similarities and the dissimilarities of the hemichordata with the phylum Annelida. Thank you.